Alright, what's up YouTube? Like WTF1234 here. Coming here with a full match from our local at Strike Zone. This is a match between Rodney Dede and Alex Travelli, two respected Houston duelists. Rodney on the right is playing a Blackwing variant with Simorgh in it, and Alex on the left is going first, and he's playing like a Yugioh anti-meta deck that's really popular now. He's been playing it for a while though. So we see Alex got started off on the left playing Duality, getting Stratos, searching for an alias, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know what else he would really search unless he plays Ocean. So yeah, this is a new segment I'm doing, by the way, guys. I'm gonna start recording more matches and doing this kind of voiceover like recording. So comment and see how y'all like it. Also, if y'all see a deck that y'all really like during this, comment if you want a deck video, a deck profile. I'll try to get y'all a deck profile from the player. So Rodney starts off the duel with Sirocco. We saw his hand a little bit. He had a Shura. He chose to summon Sirocco first. It's a pretty good play because Shura is a little bit more important, in my opinion, to get your pluses off. But he deprisons the Sirocco. And then he MSTs the end phase, so things are going really well for Travelli. He opens with a +1, and then on top of that is just beating down with 1800, 1900 monsters. Really just a good start. And now he's going to set 2 more, I believe. I think he sets 2 more here. So really, it's the most ideal start he can really come up with. Rodney draws. I think he Dark Souls. Let's see. I forgot what Alex does. He Gemini Sparks to make the Dark Hole, instead of a +1, now it's just an even because he gets to draw the card. So he goes even there, which is a good play, not losing any advantage. And the bottomless comes down on the Shura, I believe, and this is when things start to look really, warning. But this is when things start to look really rough for Rodney. He has very limited outs now, and Alex is still thriving with like 4 cards in hand and a duality that we just saw. If he plays Miracle Fusion here. So Miracle Fusion's obviously the 2 to get the new Shining out. And in case y'all don't know what that is, it's the new E-Hero Fusion that is a big ass bitch beat stick. And he comes out at 3200, and he's a +1 if he dies somehow, like he gets back at E-Hero from play or something. And so he attacks for 32, and sets 1 passes to Rodney. Rodney has like a Kalut, a Gale, and like a worthless card in hand, like a 7 tools or something. And so then things aren't looking very good for Rodney at this time. So he Black Royal wins Bora, which gets bottomless, and that's the end of game 1. I mean, really, you can't really do anything else after that. So they scoop up, and we go to game 2. And this time Rodney gets to go first. We know that's a huge thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that something should happen similar to Magic, to where you draw 7. Only that's a little bit overkill because drawing 7 in Yu-Gi-Oh! It would be way bigger than going first. And we see the Black Whirlwind again. Really ideal start for Blackwing players. We haven't seen the other part of Rodney's deck, which is like Harpy Ladies and Dark Simorgh, but I think you start to see it at the end of this game, and at the end of this game, I think you start to see it being played. And both of these decks, this is like the 5th round of the tournament. Both of these decks are undefeated right now at this part in the tournament, so that's why I decided to get this match. And Rodney sets 5, which is he sets 4, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it happens. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alex Travelli tries to get the random MST. Random MST is the warning, which is extremely lucky. Why not? If he sets 4, if you have limited plays, summon the Thunder King, try to get the warning. So yeah. And now the Thunder King also is making that Black Whirlwind useless is also really key here. Even though I'm pretty sure Rodney has a Blizzard in his hand, which is going to fuck the Thunder King up, but we'll see about that. Rodney comes back with a random MST just like Travelli did. I can't remember what he hit, because I don't know, I didn't get Alex's graveyard. but I think I see it in a second. So yeah, Rodney summons the Blizzard. Like I was saying. Oh, and he hit the Dust Tornado. He hit a Dust Tornado, which really could have been useful to Dust Tornado the Black Whirlwind before Rodney would have got another plus off. So both games here, random MSTs are being really successful here. They're not getting like worthless cards like 7 tools at the moment or anything like that. And so Rodney is going to continue to plus off of his Whirlwind and off his Blizzard. And this is really just, this game's turning out to be better for Rodney, of course. And after he summons this, he Delta Crows, trying to get the big plus off, but I think Treveli responds with Book. And then he does respond with Book, keeping his Thunder King alive because he has no monsters to attack over with, which is by far the better play. He didn't want a Torrential because his Thunder King would still be on the board, and Rodney wouldn't get his Black Whirlwind searches off. So Treveli has 1 card in hand and a Thunder King compared to Rodney is like full field and 2 cards in hand. So things aren't looking too good for Alex still. It's like 2 cards to 5 cards. And if Rodney gets this summon off successfully, it's pretty much game over, which he did. He attacks, gets the plus, and I think that's pretty much. Is that game? No, it's not game yet, but I mean, I think Alex is gonna try to endure with his 1 Speller Trap, but I mean, at this point, it's 5 cards to 1 card, so I mean, you have really no chance at coming back. I believe he searches out Kalut and then Synchros, I think, into an Armed Wing, I believe. And that's a good play because that makes his value that he has in his deck. If he searches out with Whirlwind in the future or somehow gets his value to the grave, the value play is always going to be really strong with Armed Wing and value. Really nothing else to say. It's really just Alex trying to survive this game. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Also, tell me, you guys, in the comment, like while we're waiting on Ronnie trying to decide what he's gonna synchro into. What did it pause? Nope, it didn't pause. It just Ronnie being slow at this game, of course. So yeah, he did get into the Arm Wing, like I said he did, setting up future value plays. And also, if Treveli would set anything, that would obviously pierce over. That'd be pretty good. So also, guys, tell me if you would rather see this in, like, if I post them up in games or in the full matches, because this isn't a full match. Like, this is gonna be the full match, whereas I could have just posted a game at a time and done a voiceover a game at a time. But that's a lot of that's like 3 uploadings, which is just kind of a lot, and I don't really have to deal with that. So we see Ronnie ends the game 2 with Giant Tornade. Really giving. I mean, Giant Tornade is such a good card this format. People are citing in Dark Bribes now just because of it. So this is game 3 now. Alex Treveli opens up with a E-Call, searching Stratos. Searching Stratos, getting his Alias, which we kind of didn't see because I didn't really get to see the dice. I mean, I didn't really get to have a chance to see the opening of this game. I wasn't paying attention. But so he gets the basic +1 off Stratos again, just like he did in game 1. And then now he's going to Duality, and I think he takes the Honest. And he's going to take the Honest because obviously he has an Alias in hand. It's really good. I mean, even though Ronnie probably has a Kalut, it's still not going to do much because Honest is better than Kalut by far, in my opinion. Probably in everyone's opinion also, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, we still haven't seen anything other than Black Wings in Ronnie's deck, but you'll see here that that he plays like the Harpy Lady engine and Simorgh, and like this is interesting because to me, if I'm Alex right now, I'm not thinking that he is playing Simorgh or any kind of that in his deck. I think it's just straight up Black Wings, which can kind of throw me off, considering that he just dropped a Malefic in Dragon removed it with Allure. That's just surprising to me because Simorgh and Malefic End just creating more special summons might be overwhelming for Alex. But so the Sirocco this time will go through. He won't get deprisoned. And things are looking good for Ronnie again. And let's see, what else does he do? Notice that an Icarus attack hasn't even been played. Ronnie didn't draw one Icarus attack this entire match so far. I don't know if he just drew one, but so Dust Tornado we played on his Call of the Haunted. Dust Tornado and MST, which is pretty big, but it's not like he got rid of a warning or an Icarus attack or anything. But also, if you also notice, that's like the fourth Dust Tornado we've seen this whole match. Team in phase, Alex Torelli's on Team in phase, and I noticed that a lot of their players are playing Dust Tornado, which is really good because it shuts down Gravekeepers, it shuts down Six Samurai, kind of. It slows them down for sure. But so he potted dualities, and I believe he gets the Book of Moon here to stop any future synchro plays that a lot of Blackwing decks can create with Blizzard and Vayu and what, or not really Vayu, but more Blizzard if anything. So yeah, this is just taking forever, pot of duality. And I'm pretty sure they're about even in card advantage right now. I think it's like 5 to 5 on both of their parts, or like 4 to 4 or something like that. And Alex summons the Neos Alias that he got with Stratos earlier and Honest over the Sirocco. Now, even though Ronnie did have a Kalute, but like I said earlier, the Kalute's not going to do anything. It's just going to make less battle damage, so it's pretty worthless. And Alex is checking Ronnie's graveyard constantly because he thinks... I remember him asking about a Dark Arm Dragon play, like how many darks do you have in your graveyard, and it just so happened that Rodney had 3 at the time, and Alex, I think, is going to run low on life points soon, which is going to create a problem. He doesn't want to lose just because of a apparent Dark Arm Dragon play. That's going to be annoying. And Alex tops into an Alias, which is pretty good, because Gale is probably the best tuner in Ronnie's deck, and he wanted to keep that on the field, I'm sure. But this is a long turn also. So you see Rodney side decked a Puppet Plant, which is pretty creative. Usually I only side deck Puppet Plants against 6 Sam, but he sided him in against Hero Beat. And now he's going to try to go off, and this is when Alex asks him how many darks are in his grave, staying ahead in the game, trying to at least. And Puppet Plant actually is really good for Rodney because he's going to be able to sync with the Alias if he wants to. He doesn't have to, but it's always an option. I know that's what he wants. He wants options. Yeah, so this is my first voiceover, really. Just a side note. So if I'm talking about random shit, or if I'm talking about obvious shit, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can really do about that. I'll get better at voicing over duels as I record more and like take side notes about it. But as of now, I'm pretty shitty at voicing over matches, as you can tell. But so Ronnie is just plussing away with Blizzard, and Alex has only 1 back row, and he's gonna deprison the Blizzard. So I'm pretty sure Alex drops Gores here. Or I know Alex has a Gores in his hand, and he's deciding when to drop it. I don't think he drops it here actually because he's afraid that the Gale might actually half the attack, making it useless. So he just goes into Armor Master anyways to get more protection, which is smart, so he won't get his Alias back, of course, because of Puppet Plant. And Alex passes turn immediately. He draws and then passes turn, because he has a Gores in hand and he has no other place. So this is when we actually see Rodney's other side of his deck. Pot of Dualities into 3 cards that Alex has probably never even heard of besides Dark Simorgh. And so that's Harpy's Queen, I believe, and that's just like the Commandant for Harpy Ladies. And the field spell card is a field spell card that allows Rodney, all of his Wing Beast type monsters, to gain 200 attack, which is going to be really crucial later in this game. And whenever a Harpy Lady is summoned, he gets to destroy a spell or trap card on the field. So it's a +1, and it gives his all of his monsters a little bit of a boost, which is going to be really useful. You'll see later on. But so like I said, Alex does drop the Gores, and really he can't really do anything besides just keep everything in defense, because Armor Master is not going to get killed like that. So he sets one, passes. Rodney swings into Gores and sets one and passes over to Alex. And really, it's looking good for Rodney right now. And because Alex just neg-1'd himself for a Dark Hole, which I guess is all right because I got rid of his Armor Master. And he had the Alias, which is awesome. And you have to think that that's a Gemini Spark back there because he hasn't played one all game. But it's not going to matter because he has the Tornade. And then the Shura, which is going to beat face over the Alias, like I said. It gains 200 attack, really crucial. That 100 attack over the Alias probably won him the game. I mean, it probably for sure won him the game. Because now he's going to go into a 5-star and have a Vayu and an Armor Master engraved, just in case Alex can come back. Rodney can get that big-ass 2800 Blackwing monster on the field and have a retaliation. So the match is coming to an end, and I believe Alex just draws a card and scoops it up. And he does. He sees that he can't have anything, and he scoops, and the handshake's given.